Put your hands together for my good friend, Mr. Eddie Sass.
That's my motherfucking jam. It'll all make sense later. So how are y'all doing tonight? Alright, I like that reaction. That's pretty cool. Let's try it again. How are y'all doing tonight? Alright, I like that. That's cool. Hey, when you go to work, the next time that you're over there, try that at work, you know, like you're over there by the cooler and you're like, hey Bob, how you doing tonight? Woo! Nobody ever does that in real life, you know. Marie, how you doing? Sorry about that. I'm getting older, they're hanging lower. In the face. So today on my way over here, I was a little freaked out because I'm on the highway, right? And I felt really bad because this little kid, I guess he dropped a Matchbox car on the road, and I see it rolling out there. And I felt really bad for the kid who would have lost this. But it turned out it was actually one of those smart cars. Anybody have one of those? You don't want to admit it, that wouldn't be very smart, would it? But I was running late to get here, so I was kind of nervous. So I was sitting there biting my nails the whole time, you know. And I spit the nail out the window, not the smart car, right over. I'm pretty bad about that. But then, you know, I was thinking, it was funny, like, what if a smart car, you know, gets a flat tire, you know? Because when you guys have, you know, whatever cars you have, usually you got that funny looking little donut that they put on the car, you know, and it's spare. Looks really funny. So on a smart car, what would happen there? I guess they use like an actual donut. And I gotta go to Krispy Kreme, I got a flat. When I was growing up, you know, I you know, we didn't have the internet and all that kind of stuff. There's so much going on now. And so I didn't know how to, like, what do I do for dating purposes? So when I was younger, I used to get all my sex advice from a very popular sex therapist in the 80s. Her name's Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Oh yeah. You guys all know who she is, right? You know who she is, and you know what you're doing. Good for you. Alright. So for those of you who don't know, Dr. Ruth was this little sex therapist. She was probably about 3 feet tall, about 102 back in the 80s. She used to have this sex show people would call up, and she'd give advice. And it was really crazy. It was kind of like this, you know, you'd call the show, and the phone would ring, and she'd say, let me do this right here. She's really tiny. This is Dr. Westheimer. Sexually speaking. Hello, you are on the air. And people would call in with all kinds of issues, you know, and you'd have people like, I don't know, like maybe some imaginary characters. I'll go with that, so we don't want to point any of you guys out, and you know, I don't want to make fun of you calling here. But you'd have like, hello, you are on the air. It's Kermit the Frog. I'm having a little problem with Piggy. You see, Piggy just wants to be forked. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, I get it, Piggy part. Go on. Well, see, the problem is I'm a vegetarian. She would have called you, but, well, she's got a frog in her throat. Bothersome. Then you know, we're in Florida. It'd been funny if, you know, you had people call from here. You know, you had someone like, this is Dr. Woods. You are on the air. Oh, hi, Dr. Ruth. Is your old pal Mickey Mouse here? I remember you. The last time you called, you said that Minnie was crazy. Oh, I didn't say she was crazy. I said she was fucking goofy. Who hasn't fucked Goofy, you know? So then I started thinking, actually back in the times when Clinton was in office, you know, he was having some issues, but it wasn't that he was calling to get advice, because he's a stud and all. He was just calling like every avenue just to clear his name, you know? It was like, hello, you are on the air. I did not tell Miss Lewinsky to lie on her deposition. I merely said, lie in that position. My advice to you is that you masturbate. Thank you very much, according. Good luck to you. Bye-bye. That was her solution to everything. She would end it with, all right, just masturbate. That was all. Right, she knows. This lady over here, she knows, because she's... Yeah, you masturbate a lot, right? Okay, she's good. We all know. I heard a little buzzing over there. You might want to turn that off in your purse. But anyway, dating was rough. So when I started dating again, I was having some issues with it, and I did what most people do nowadays. I turned to internet dating. Anybody ever do that out here? No? That's bullshit. Half of this room, I dated. I know it. And I think it went well, and I'll call you, I promise. No, but it was fun for me. I actually met someone, and I was really excited about this date. She was the perfect little thing. She was this tiny little blonde with the long golden hair, just a little thing. And I was really excited to meet her, so I go to her house, and I knock on the door, and she comes to the door, and there she is, and okay, she may have had that camera out of focus a little when she did that selfie, But this cute little blonde turned out to be this chubby little black chick. But she still had the long flowing golden hair, and I think it was natural. But anyway, I didn't mind because I think I'll date all types. I don't care, and everything's better dipped in chocolate anyway, right? Right on. But the funny thing is, she comes to the door and she's wearing these tight little yellow shorts, right? And it's the kind of shorts that have something written on the back, right? Do you have these? Do you? No, see, the hot women never have these. It's always the big girls that wear these things with something written on the back. And hers said, "Bootylicious." Right? But remember, she's a big girl, so a lot of that was wedged in her crack. It just said buff. So I got on the bus and took it for a ride. It's a little weird with the three guys getting off on the back of the bus, I didn't mind that, it was all right. I decided to take it for a ride anymore, And then it was kind of weird because, at one point I kind of got a chance to lower the shorts, right? And she was wearing a cute little white thong. And then when I took it out, it was these granny panties with the actual bus schedule on it. But it's not all bad being single. It's not all bad because when you're single, you go through a lot less toilet paper in the house. And I explain, as guys, if we're a bachelor, we'll buy a 24-roll pack. Right? That'll last us maybe a year. It doesn't matter, as guys, if it's a 2-ply, we'll pull it apart one sheet at a time, flip it over, use the other side, cardboard roll when it's done, flip that on. But when you got a lady in the house, right? A 24-roll pack will last you what, about 3 days? 3 days? Ladies, you don't have to use this stuff one roll at a time when you're in there, okay? Especially that time of the month. There's some grumbling already. Ladies, you don't have to wrap this stuff up like it's Christmas and you're burying a gift. Alright? Oh, it's kind of like you're doing your business. You finish and you're in there and you're like, okay. Take that last piece, take it, wrap it, bury it deep in the trash. Stick it in the middle of the cardboard roll anyway and stick it down there like, what are you doing? And I got news for you. The only thing you're doing is giving the dog a little something to play with when he's going through the trash. Yeah. Running around with a string hanging out like he's flossing after a chew toy. Woof, thank you, Daddy. You gotta take it out of his mouth, wrap it back up. That boy, Mom's gonna be so mad. And then the worst thing is that, I know, because I grew up in a household with women, and I know that there's these little bags, they're for sanitary napkin bags, so you've got somewhere to put this stuff. And the reason I know it is because my mom, when I was little growing up, used to pack my lunches in those things. Perfect size for a hoagie, I guess. I don't know. Thank you guys all for coming out. I made it fast.